Before we jump into today's episode, quick shout out to our sponsor, eBay Live. If you think eBay is just a marketplace, you're missing a whole side of it. eBay Live is where real-time excitement meets rare, exclusive, hard-to-find cards and collectibles. You can watch live auctions, catch exclusive drops, and buy directly from trusted and, quite frankly, the best sellers like myself while it's all happening. It feels like a show, not just shopping, with great hosts, the aforementioned me, creators, and streamers. Plus, everything's backed by eBay's protections and authenticity guarantees. To check it out, download the eBay app, tap the eBay Live button right under the search bar. Make sure you follow, obviously, Sports Cards Nonsense. Let's get back to your show.
Welcome to another episode of Hobby Nonsense. It is your boys, Solar Ray and Sports Boy.
It is your boys.
How is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. It's a Wednesday morning if you're listening to this right out the gate. If it's not Wednesday morning, stop what you're doing, wait till next Wednesday, listen to the rest. I think that's the motto we should have.
Or you can just listen to it now. On a Thursday, Memorial Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah. What day?
So
what day is it? That's always on a Monday, right?
It's this following Monday.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so people are going to have a long extended weekend. Maybe break out the glizzies. Go to a park.
Well, you know, we are going to be breaking out
some glizzies.
The glizzies this weekend. You know why?
Yeah. Why is that?
Funkle's coming to town. Funkle's
Are you ready?
To town.
Are you ready to set up at the show? You haven't.
Dude,
said
I've got it.
about
I've got a note right here to talk about it.
Pin on the side of your arm.
That's sports lady's fault. What
did she do? Do you not wash? Do you not clean yourself?
I do, but sometimes if you don't like scrub the pin, it's still there, and I didn't think about it.
How often do you take a shower?
Every single day.
Once a day?
At least once a day. Yeah, I have like greasy hair if I don't wash every day. Well, and this is
sometimes I feel like I wash my hair too much.
Really? No. Well, I don't know. I think once a day is fine with me. My daughter got the same greasy hair gene, but my wife, she can go multiple days without getting grease. I don't know how she got that, but no, she.
I have a friend that only takes a shower once a week on a Monday.
What?
Yeah, he's also the friend that eats macaroni cereal.
I'm not gonna say he sounds like just a great guy. I don't know if I want you hanging out with him anymore. Okay, I think we need to just cut ties with macaroni cereal guy.
Yeah, he's also a full-time Santa Claus.
I don't know why that added even more to it. Wow. Man, I was over here just excited to tell how my wife drew on me while we were doing crossword puzzles in bed, and now I got nothing.
Like
it's a
treat.
It is. It's a lot of fun. We do like the mini puzzles. It's like a 5x5 square, and we compete. Not every night, but when we are both able and we have the mental fortitude to power through a few puzzles. We'll go in there and see who can get the puzzle done the fastest because we bought 2 books, the exact same one. So
wouldn't that get you more riled up than?
Oh,
you know what I mean.
Once we start
in your bed,
we're doing about.
Here's the
50.
thing: when I hit that bed,
yeah,
this guy right to sleep.
Here's the problem, dude. My bed is like one of those purple mattress beds, and it's also the adjustable hospital bed type
this
thing.
This is not an ad.
It is
just so you guys know.
It's just such a comfortable place to hang out, whether I'm sleeping or lounging about, doing some crossies.
This isn't an ad. But Purple, if you want to sponsor the podcast, we'll be more.
I do need a new one. It's been about 7 years. It's about time.
Those are the ones that come in those boxes, right?
I think a lot of mattresses come in boxes.
Dude, I think that's weird.
That they come in boxes?
I think the whole mattress.
Oh, it's a scam, bro.
All of it.
It's a scam.
The stores, the box, everything.
How many mattress stores do we have in our town?
At least 2 that I know of.
Okay, well. You just undershot it completely. There's at least 2 across the street from each other on Indian Lake. Like
King
at
Mattress
one point.
And like Mattress Firm.
Dude, I'm not even gonna joke. I think there's a legit 7 or 8. Yeah,
there's not 7 or 8 mattress stores.
Okay, this is a story that we'll have to continue to do research. This is a progressing story. We'll get back to you. This weekend, PokeFest.
Yes,
is the Nashville non-sport Pokemon TCG.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Disney, One Piece, all the stuff, everything but sports cards. That's what the show is. We are setting up. We have 2 tables. Ray and I will be there
Friday and Saturday.
So that's what we need to discuss is like times and stuff, because that's my plan as well, is to be there Friday and Saturday. But we also have our boy Funkle, aka Matt, coming into town. He will be here not just for the show, He will be there for the Sunday auction on eBay Live, where we do all the non-sport. It's a big Disney show. And then he'll be here on Monday for the podcast. He's going to join us for that.
Oh, so he's here.
He gets here Thursday, and I think he leaves out Monday night.
Where does he live?
Colorado.
He just needs to move here.
Right? I mean, what's in Colorado? I mean,
not us.
It's way too high. Mile high. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Let's go below sea level. Death Valley.
Are we? We're not. Where are we on the level? Do you know?
I'm sure we're above sea level.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the sea's not just like floating right into us. So I assume, if we were below,
well, they have levees and stuff like that.
You could drown.
That's what happened in New Orleans.
You're right. The levees.
They broke.
And if you haven't gotten enough variety on this episode in the first 5 minutes of this, I don't know what to tell you. We've talked about and we've touched every subject so far.
You can put that. By the way, another conspiracy theory.
I brought this in because I wanted you to try it. This is a.
I don't like.
This is called Banagua. It is banana water. Now I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, "Self, stop listening to things Jesse says. Don't do that." But it is actually really good. This is not the original flavor. This is banana water and strawberry.
Ooh.
Banana strawberry. I think we can all agree.
Let's see here.
Great yogurt flavors.
Is it cold?
It is cold.
Okay.
All right.
So banana water and strawberry.
My daughter.
Purely banana and naturally refreshing, simply organic Banagua.
My daughter loves there's a cocoa one, like
Where'd you
banana
buy this?
chocolate.
Shake me up and enjoy.
Go ahead.
Is it carbonated?
No, not carbonated.
Okay.
So we got that at Worsham's. For whatever reason, they're selling them there, but they also sell them at like Publix and stuff like that. It's actually shockingly good, and there's only 50 calories per can.
All right, one sip every one of those rolls. It might be a little too sweet for me.
Oh, really?
I was thinking more of like but it's very good.
Right? It is very good. Look at the ingredients. There's nothing in it but like legit
ingredients. Organic bananas, not just regular bananas, but organic.
Mm-hmm.
Inorganic strawberries. Where does the liquid come from?
In water. Does it say water?
It doesn't say water.
Ooh. Do we trust those ingredients if it doesn't say the word
It's
water?
got a lot of magnesium in it. It's going to make me poop or something.
Well, you're going to have a lot of potassium in there. I'll tell you this much. You're not going to get a calf cramp in the night. You're going to be sleeping like a baby. That's about as much of the non-sport in the opening that I think we can. The non-sport.
The non-nonsense.
The non-nonsense.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're in the Middle Tennessee area.
Oh, did you see where it's I think it's packaged in the Middle Tennessee area, in fact.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a local thing, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to go nationwide.
Smyrna.
Yeah.
Smyrna.
Yes. Thank you. That is just how our brethren say it. I am embracing my Hispanic heritage.
With the...
by drinking something from Smyrna. So that is a thing now. This is an episode.
You could probably be like someone's white Mexican uncle.
Oh, that's the thing. You go down to South America, half the Hispanic people are white. Yeah. I mean, I don't see how they're getting away with it. It feels
especially
like
in
cheating.
Argentina, the whole like World War II thing, everyone moving to Argentina.
That
has a lot to do with it.
Are you referencing?
I'm not referencing.
Are you referencing
any political party?
He always loved the axis of evil. All right, so let's start with this PSA delays. Now, this is something I think a few of us have already seen. There was a few posts about this late last week. I am bringing this up for a different reason. So let me first tell you what these delays are. Estimated completion times from PSA as of right now. Walk through and hire. Do we even need to talk about it? I don't know how many people are doing that. It's still 5 to 7 days. So, I mean, hey, congrats. If you can afford that. Super Express, 7 to 10 days. Here's where we're starting to get a little bit longer. Express, 20 to 30 days. Regular, 30 to 40. Value Max, 40 to 50. Value Plus, 60 to 80. Value, 100 to 120.
There's so many.
And Value Bulk, 140 to 160. Now, I bring this up because
they also upped the bulk. Before it was 20, now it has to be 50 cards to be categorized as bulk.
Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that. So I bring this up though because a lot of people do the value bulk because whether they're knowing that or not, because they may sub their cards through an LCS, their local card shop, which they are going to send it via value bulk. I'm saying this because based on these lead times, because those are not just days, they're business days.
No Saturdays, no Sundays, no holidays.
150 days from now means if you submit your cards this week, you can get them back before Christmas. I'm saying this legitimately because I think people will want to plan that far ahead for some of these gift ideas or end of the year presents or whatever you want to do. But if you want to get those cards back before the end of the year, you need to go ahead and submit them this week. That's it. I did all the math. I was like, whoa. If we submitted it today, it was coming out to be December 14th.
But didn't they also say that they were going to invest like a ton of money?
Yeah, $200 million to expand their operations, to hopefully speed all that stuff up. I fully do believe, like, if you submitted your card today, I don't think it's going to take the full 150. Like, I'm saying 150 because it's between 140 and 160. So I'm saying hopefully right there.
Right in the middle.
But I don't think it would necessarily take that long. I think we could probably, they'll be able to shave off a little bit if that 200 million goes into effect within the next few months.
So how do you fix it? Do you up the price?
No, God.
So no more people can submit and slow things down? You can't stop it.
You get more people. You hire more people. You do what they're doing. You're expanding your operations because at this point, you don't want to stop it completely. However, I will say this.
Like stop bulk for like maybe a month?
Mike and I have had this conversation where he thinks like if they were to just stop, it would, I think his argument was like it would hurt things like when they open back up or something. It would basically cause the market to slow down. My thinking is this slowdown right now is maybe helping the market to some degree because of the fact that the market's not flooded with all the people who are submitting all of their, the same Pokemon card that everybody submits at the exact same time because everybody heard that was the big one to submit. So you've got 40,000 going out, and you say if you got 40,000 back in the next 2 months, you would like flood the market on that specific card or any other card that they were to do that with. I just think there's so much.
Like sometimes that needs to happen.
Well, I think that there's so much artificial scarcity in the hobby that we are in that when you have real scarcity like this, where it's like there's legitimate reasons why you cannot get that card back any faster unless you just want to lose money on the deal by sending it in for a quicker service. That real scarcity will hopefully cause that card and or multiple cards to hold their value a little longer. That's my
yeah. I wanted to bring this up because this is one of the topics that I have written down, but I think it kind of correlates to what we're talking about here. For the first time ever in the Ascended Heroes Pokemon set, we are starting to see PSA 9s now be more expensive than raw value of cards.
That's fantastic.
And I think
I'm so glad.
And I think it's because of the PSA turnaround times.
To
where there should be a premium on a PSA 9 than a raw value card, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because of all the work that it goes through to get to a PSA 9.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think that the fact that you are getting to the point where there's just not enough tins to satisfy the market demand. You have to go to something else, and people want to know, like, hey, there's so much counterfeit cards or so many fakes out there that if I at least have it in a 9, it's not a 10. I want the 10, but at least I know someone else who has trained to know a fake from a real card has verified that this is a real card, and therefore I feel a little bit safer. Mm-hmm. And so maybe that does help with the 9s, because I have firmly believed that we are drastically undervaluing the PSA 9 population out there. For all cards. I disagree. I think most cards out there do not get, because it's not just a Pokemon thing where raw will sometimes outprice a PSA 9. I think there's a lot of instances on the sport and non-sport side where you see that, and it doesn't make sense to me because you're still dealing with a very good condition, and in some cases you crack it, resubmit, and you come back at 10.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, why are we so undervaluing that? Because the rest of the communities out there saying, oh, well, I'd rather take my chances on this raw getting a 10 than knowing that it got a 9. But I feel like we could at least be
But nobody
satisfied.
wants a 9.
I know they don't want the 9.
Nobody wants a 9. That is the.
I know they don't want the 9, but if they can't get a 10 because legit scarcity.
All 9s are disappointing. It's a disappointment when you get a 9.
It is. I agree. But what if does it have to be, is my question? Does it have to be a disappointment?
We are conditioned
exactly
to expect. But the thing is, if you're submitting a card, a modern, ultra modern card, if it's non-sports, sports, or what have you, you're submitting it in hopes to getting a 10. You're not going to spend the money. You're not going to wait 100 days in hopes for a 9.
Sure.
That's ridiculous. And at that point, you just go to any of these card shows or any of your LCSs and just buy the 9 or buy an 8. If you are worried about the card, a raw card possibly being counterfeited, then you just buy a cheap. You don't buy a 9. I would buy an 8 because it's cheaper than a 9.
So in your mind, you're like, well, if I'm gonna not get a 10, I'd rather just have an 8 and pay a lot less.
A lot less.
Okay, you know what? I don't hate that argument because it does
you're
make
not
sense.
submitting. You are not submitting a card in hopes to getting a 9 if it's a modern card.
Sure.
Now, if I'm submitting a first edition Charizard and I get a 9, dude, I'm ecstatic.
Sure.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you're submitting a ultra modern,
but you know why
non-sports card, you are hoping for it to get a 10.
You know why you're ecstatic though, right? Because the market has deemed that there's still value above a rock card there. If they didn't, you wouldn't be ecstatic. You'd be feeling the exact same way. And that's why it's like, well, what if we just didn't have enough 10s to satisfy the collector community? And so we had to accept the 9s. Then inevitably people are going to argue that, well, my 9 should be more valuable than the raw card that's out there right now. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, raws go up in price. And then I get my card back from grading. I didn't get a 10, but hey, I got a 9. That's better than like an 8 or below where it's going to be cheaper than raw.
But when you get a 9, you basically want to get rid of it. You want to get rid of it as soon as possible to buy another card to hopefully submit to get a 10. So that's where the price goes down on it. But I did want to ask you this question.
Wait, are you changing from PSA?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Because if you want to go ahead and ask your question.
My question to you is more, I keep seeing, this is something on both, again, sport and non-sport sides of the grading argument is why do we even need to grade? I saw there's this one guy, I think it's like
that's kind of
Pokey Dad or something like that.
Pokey Dad?
I think who's the guy,
They're
the bigger
bearded.
guy? I know it's their bigger, whited guys. Yeah. But the guy just described me. But that said, there's one that's specifically like, oh, I stopped dealing in graded cards like months ago. Like I don't do graded cards, period. Whether it's PSA or tag or anybody else, it's like, no, just no graded cards. I think that's really interesting, especially given his following. Cause like there are people who he'll show videos of like just people getting ecstatic to see him and super excited.
Yeah.
Which I mean, hey, that could be like the only people that came and got excited that day and you're building up your clout and all that stuff. Cause people have been excited to see me, believe it or not. It's happened once or twice. I'm just saying,
stroke that eagle.
No, I'm just saying if I just took a video, it would seem like, oh wow, everybody's super excited to see me. But in reality, it's like, okay, well, this guy has a ton of subscribers. He has a big following that respects and they want to go trade with him if they see him at a show. And he's out there preaching, no, don't get your cards graded, period. I'll eyeball it. If it looks like a good card, then yeah, I'll buy it. And if it's not, I'll sell it. I'm curious, what are your, do you feel like the Pokemon community, that's a larger feeling? Not just this guy, but it's maybe something that's taken over more of the hobby, or is that just more individual?
To grade your cards or just sell raw cards?
Yeah. Do they? Because I mean, I'd say in the sport and even the non-sport, the non-TCG, I feel like a majority probably want to have a graded card, unless they're just set collectors or builders or something like that, and they don't necessarily care about it. I do think there is a larger demand for graded cards on this side, but obviously the numbers at PSA and the numbers that come out from gem rate, they show Pokemon is extremely popular in the grading community. But seeing guys like that who have such big followings preaching, hey, don't get your cards graded at all. I'm curious if you see anything else. Are there a ton of people out on social media saying the same thing, or is that just more of a niche thing?
I think that's probably like a personal thing. I mean, it's very hard to go to a show nowadays and find a raw card that you're looking like you're going to a show to find a raw card to hopefully grade. Because the majority of the vendors look through their cards and they're grading their own cards
Okay.
to get a 10s. On all the stuff that they have on the tables,
Mm-hmm.
all the raw cards that they're selling aren't going to get a 10, probably going to get 9s. So it's more about just buying them for your personal collection or holding on to them, maybe to flip later, things like that.
All right. That was my question. Did you have something else?
I did have a question, and it had to do with just grading non-sports numbered cards. Do you feel like that's important? Because if it's like one of ones, of course, you really don't need to grade them because they're ones of ones, right? But like 5s and 10s, and even the orange, like the 25s, like are those
100% grade? I would say if you want to maximize your value, because I assume that's what we're talking about, right?
Well, just maybe maximize your value and encapsulate the card so it's safe.
If it's just about keeping your card safe and encapsulating it, I say go with whatever grader you like the holder best.
Ugh.
I don't think it matters at that point because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for resale value. However, if you're doing it for you and for resale value or just strictly for resale, then yes, go get your cards graded. Again, at this point, I can't argue PSA.
Well, I guess it would
anybody
affect the
but
value.
PSA.
Because if it's gonna get a 10, it's gonna be more, of course. But
that's the thing. If you think there's going to be a good grade on it, then yeah, grade it. But if you don't think there's going to be a good grade, like if you think if it's dented, it has obvious problems with it, then I mean, yeah, that's a no-brainer not to, unless it is something that is highly sought after and or rare. And I say that speaking of like the 2023 Disney 100 pink refractors. So those are out of $399. So there's legit almost 400 of every single one of the characters in that original set. But the pink refractor is crazy popular. Like it is super collectible. And if you get a 10, wow, there's a big premium. But there's still people out there who want the 9. And even if they don't want it now, it's like, oh, people are holding on to 9s because they know eventually there's enough people in demand for that card that they'll take whatever they can get, even if it's not a 10.
And that's 2023?
Yeah, that's 2023.
It's almost like the second edition of, you know what I mean? So it's like anything that year is probably going to fetch a premium, I would think.
For
right?
Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kakao does their Disney 100 from that year. Those are definitely have a premium on them. Now, if it's a different set, let's take, for example, a Star Wars set, 2025 Topps Chrome Star Wars. If it's a card that's out of like $199, $250, and it's not a major character, no, I wouldn't grade it. I wouldn't grade it. I would only grade the cards that have demand for them if they are above. Honestly, if it's above 50, I only will. Or I'm sorry, if it's below 50, I will grade it, even if it wouldn't be like the biggest character or the biggest demand on that card. But if it is not, I'm not grading it if it's not below 50, just because I don't think there's that much demand for a lot of them. But again, there's so many caveats to all of this, right? Because if you're like the first to market, if you were the first one with the 10, that's going to sell better.
Sell it for an express. You gotta send it in express, right? I think you're paying more, but you'll be the first to market.
So that's where.
What are the chances you're going to get 10?
Grading is so subjective and it's so painful to talk about sometimes because it's like you will contradict yourself from one sentence to the next because there are different rules. There's different times where it's like, yeah, I would never do that except for this scenario.
Did you end up listening to Boston Card Hunter's interview with the person that worked for PSA at all?
Oh, like that was like a few months, a year ago.
Yeah,
maybe,
it was probably like a few months ago.
Yeah, I did see part of it. I don't know if I saw the whole thing, but I did see part of it.
But some of the things that they talked about with grading was kind of eye-opening. One of the things is that when people that are grading, they will rather grade Pokemon cards than anything else because it's the card is easy to find in the set, and like sports cards are so many parallels and what year was it and all this stuff. So they want to grade the Pokemon cards.
Yes.
And then another thing that he was saying, they can only take up to like 30 seconds
per card. That's
grade.
Really? Well,
Those are
I
grading
assume that's for
stacks.
like ultra modern, like stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, of
yeah,
course.
but
Because
still.
but like the heavy hitters that go to like of the more seasoned
experience
graders.
30 seconds a card.
30 seconds.
But I mean, think about that. Like 30 seconds a card. What is that? That is 120 cards an hour. So you work let's call it not even an 8-hour day. Let's call it a 6-hour day. 6-hour day. That comes out to be what, 720 cards. I mean, 720 cards is a lot, but
could you imagine looking
how
at
many
720
people
cards?
How many? I mean, I can't imagine that that's a real number that anyone could do 720
I bet
cards
that is
in a day.
I bet it is.
I bet their goals are like 500. Because like 720, that means like you're not doing emails.
No, that's all they're doing. Why would they do emails?
I mean, they got to respond. I would assume
They're
like
not
there's
responding,
meetings
but
and
there's
things like that.
I mean, there's other people that respond to emails.
Okay, well,
They are grading the card.
let's say it is 720 cards. A person could do that on average. That's insane. I don't think it's real, but let's say they could do 720. They're sending out well over 1 million cards now a month. If you did 720, you know how many employees you would need to do that?
How many?
Almost 1,400.
How many
You need
do
almost
you have now?
1,400 seasoned graders. I don't know how many they have now. I'm going to say it's a lot less than that. Even if you combine with the Beckett people that they
1,400
took and the SGC people,
Yeah.
1,400 seasoned graders would need.
How much would you
And
pay
that's,
these
again,
people?
we're talking about 1 million cards, and we know it's well over that. And we're talking about 720 cards, which I still think is that's 6 hours
And that's only the
nonstop.
graders. Think about all the office people. Think about all the take-in people that are, taking in all the shipping.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You know,
there's
this
going to be
is-
bottlenecks in different
Yeah.
areas, right? So, yeah, I don't know how that's why there's a legit 7-month delay right now
Yeah.
on getting your cards. So that's one of the reasons. But I do go back to, if you're going to grade your cards, I think that it is still the best route until we see a change in the market's overall acceptance of another grader. I still think PSA is the best option, even though I know like I've seen some people talking about some other ones for Pokemon, but I mean,
Which ones?
Tag still comes up, even though
So
I keep
stupid.
seeing like
stop it.
I think there's a legitimacy to why someone would want to use it, but I don't think the resale value is there.
I think so. I get frustrated because you have all these new people coming into the hobby and they see, like my brother-in-law, that's like, oh man, I want to get my card graded, but I don't want to go through PSA because it's taking so long. I'm going to send it through in tag. When you're going to get it back, you're going to be disappointed because it's not a PSA. It's not a PSA slab.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the same amount of value than you would have got in the tag slab.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you doing? You're going to get disappointed either way. Like it's one of those things. It's like either you have the instant gratification of getting your card graded as quickly as possible, or you can wait a little bit and then get what you actually want, right?
And
I mean, that's the thing. We live in this microwave society.
I want my meal and I want it now.
Yeah, gosh.
I want my macaroni cereal now, just like all your friends.
Speaking of grading, what do you think about the new Beckett label?
I honestly couldn't tell much different. As
Really?
far as it's subtle. I do appreciate that they made some changes to where it's like, okay, I can read that a little bit better. It's a little bolder in some places. The actual logo itself was like, oh, wasn't that the logo they already had? Like I couldn't tell a difference really.
As a person that does,
graphic design stuff.
It looks way better.
It looks fine. I didn't necessarily have a problem with the logo before, but yeah, I think it does look better.
I think that's what PSA needs to do gradually.
Introduce little.
Okay, this is the label that we want.
Yeah.
But to get there, we can't make that huge drastic change.
2 years of subtle changes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually kind of like that idea. I think that's a good idea. By the way, I have to go see somebody about my shoulder.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Well, remember when a week ago when I fell off the scooter? Actually,
dude, I told you
we didn't
not
talk
to
about that on
fall
this.
off your scooter. I
forgot we didn't talk about this on the show because it happened.
Me, on the stream because you had the black eye.
I told you, but for the listeners at home who don't listen to us anywhere else besides this podcast, after last Monday's recording, I went out, I got home. It was like 8 o'clock or something. And I was like, I didn't get to ride the new scooter. I want to go out and take it for a ride. didn't make it out of the driveway. Fell.
Dude, well, your driveway is a death sentence.
No, it wasn't. That part of the driveway wasn't crazy steep, but it was steep, and I'm like braking, and the brakes are so like sensitive that I almost was going over the handlebars as I'm going down this, and I'm like, if I don't like find a way to stop and or slow down, I'm going to crash into the ditch across the street. So as opposed to doing that, I decided to crash into my own ditch or bail into my own ditch. And of course, I wasn't really thinking that it's lined with river rocks. So just rocks is what I fell onto. And I hit my face, my nose, got a little bit of a black eye because of the nose hit, scraped up. And I thought it was just like, I hurt my shoulder. And I can raise it above my arm I can raise my hand above my head. It's very painful still. It has not seemed to get much better. And now I'm starting to think
swelling or anything like that.
No swelling, but I have noticed like I do think it could be dislocated. I don't think it's a torn rotator.
I don't think it's dislocated.
I'm really hoping
you wouldn't be able to move your arm.
No, because I talked to someone else and they said they could. So I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, it's dislocated. Oh, it's not dislocated. Oh, it's torn rotator. It's not torn rotator." I'm seeing somebody tomorrow.
It's
about
probably
it.
just sore from you hitting that rock.
Well, I mean that's definitely part of it. I am now selling that scooter, which feels like a real waste.
I told you not to get a scooter.
Listen, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get another one probably.
Why don't you just get a bicycle?
I might just I might do those electric bikes. Yes, I want to do an electric bike. I want to do both. Okay,
because you can pedal. You can. You know what? Let's
scooting around's fun too, though. I want to do both. And here's the thing: that scooter was. I knew from the moment I was buying it. I was like, "Why are you buying this, Jesse?" Like I was telling myself, like you can barely lift this to get this in the back of your car.
Yes, bro.
Because it was like over 100 pounds. And I'm just like,
red flag number one.
I'm not going to just like load this up to go take it downtown or something. So I should have thought I should have pulled or not pulled the trigger, but here we are injured and out $1,500 on a incredibly powerful scooter.
Even though if our minds feel young, our bodies aren't. There's things that I don't do specifically because I know like play basketball. I don't play basketball. Anything there's a lot of like moving side to side. These knees aren't great.
You're still 39.
Bro, I'm telling you. I know my body.
You're not 40 yet? Come on.
I know my body. Dead. I know my body. There's things that I can't do. Especially, let's
go wrestle.
I would love to wrestle.
Oh, you'd actually probably kill me. You're a very good wrestler, I feel like. Were you in wrestling? Did you do wrestling?
I did. I mean, I did do Krav Maga for a long time and know a lot of jiu-jitsu.
Bro, that's not real.
Jiu-jitsu?
I don't know. I just wanted to try and poke the bear a little bit. I do
tell that to every MMA fighter in the world. Did you see the Ronda Rousey fight this weekend?
I saw that she won. I did not see the fight though. But
yeah, it was like 10 seconds.
You know what else?
Put her in an arm bar.
Wishing you could be there live for the big game, soaking up the atmosphere of the crowd. But too often, life gets busy, or the price holds you back. Priceline is here to help you make it happen. With millions of deals on flights, hotels, and rental cars, you can go see the game live. Don't just dream about the trip. Book it with Priceline. Download the Priceline app or visit Priceline.com. Actual prices may vary. Limited time offer.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Something else you can't do? Pull me the John Cena patch from WrestleMania.
Dude, I tried. I did pull you a John Cena relic auto.
That's cool. Wasn't the patch though. I wanted $100,000. I would have given you some, bro. I would have shared the wealth.
So when that patch gets pulled, I think it's a $200 card or $200,000.
Oh, I was about to say $200. I don't think so. I do think $100,000 would be the low end for that card, just because of the fact that you have $100,000 bounty out there means there's someone else who will pay more. Mm-hmm. If anybody doesn't know, we didn't talk about it on here, but there is a $100,000 bounty out for the WrestleMania patch for John Cena from the WWE royalty product. Over the weekend, Ray ripped 3 cases. I took the John Cena spot in all 3 of them. I got one cool card and then did not get John Cena in anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm very sad about that. But it was still fun.
We did pull some good. We pulled 1-of-1 Sami Zayn.
Oh, you did?
Relic card. Actually has like, it's part of his shirt that he wore during like the Bloodline angle when he was like an honorary Bloodline member with Roman Reigns.
Ooh.
So that was cool. And we pulled a redemption 1-of-1 triple auto of Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Who did it go to? I assume you had to
It went to the Dominic spot. So whoever
cool.
purchased that one. So
I assume that's like the more expensive of those.
yes.
So that's
Correct.
I kind of do appreciate when that happens. Like with the person who spent the most money on the spot, they actually end up getting it.
Yeah.
But
So we pulled some really cool cards. Yeah, we pulled some great cards.
this Tuesday, so by the time people are listening to this, it may be over, but you're running the Sapphire cases?
Sapphire, it'll be Wednesday.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Wednesday,
so
yeah.
if you're listening to this, go check out Fanatics Live
Yeah.
in the evening, I'm guessing?
In the
after
evening.
work? Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Hopefully we can get them done.
You know what happened a couple of weeks ago when we were doing, I think we were doing Toy Story, the first cases of Toy Story. There's a user. She's very nice. Her username is F1. I'm trying to think, like, do I just say her full username? It's like, I'm not giving her real
What's
name
her
out.
username?
F1 away we go that's the name. It's not her real name. So I hope I didn't dox you too badly. But I'm saying her name because she's in the Fanatics Live chat talking, and she's just like sharing like some cards and stories and stuff like that. And she said that Kevin Graham, the guy that we interviewed who he does the sketches for Topps.
Yeah.
That Toy Story product, I believe, was his last one, the last product that he
Really?
was putting sketches into. He
Because I know he was sick, right? Or
yeah, I think he's got a number of like little things going on, but he didn't get any of the product. He like Topps doesn't give you any of the product just because you have cards in it. And she actually went out and bought him a box of Toy Story.
Oh, that's
I thought that
awesome.
was really cool. And I remember thinking about it. This was a couple weeks ago, but I remember thinking about it over the weekend. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give her a shout out because that's a really cool thing to do. So yeah, F1, very, very kind of you.
Yeah,
to
that's
do
awesome.
Something like that.
they at least need to throw all the sketch artists a box.
Oh yeah,
At
that would
least a
be
box
nice.
or something.
I think that would be really cool. I understand. There's probably, I mean, you see the checklist and you see all of the ones on there. I don't know how many cases of it that would be, but I can only imagine like, oh, well, what happens if we accidentally gave away one of the biggest hits in the product? Maybe that's a reason, but
Yeah.
still, yeah.
Well, they are being compensated after all.
Yeah, it's not like they're not getting paid for it, I guess. But yeah, I can also see, hey, besides compensation, here's a little something extra for you.
There's a little banana water.
Banagua, sir. eBay Live show this coming Sunday, like we mentioned.
It's going to be a big one.
With Funkle in town. It will be our biggest show yet on the platform. It will be Disney cards. It's going to be all Disney. It's going to be some vintage. I've gone through a few of the cards. It's a lot of PSA 10s of 23 Disney 100, 24 Sapphire and Chrome. There's also going to be some vintage Disney. You've got like the, what is it? The Willet, Walt Disney he's got like Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse in there. Dang it. I can't remember the year or the manufacturer of that card. Actually, I'm going to pull up Haystack, sponsor of the show, and also one of the best utilities for selling your cards that I know of currently. My daughter scanned in all these cards last night so we could have them up on eBay as soon as possible. So I'm going to,
And that's that green thing, right?
it's like a green.
So why is it like
lime green thing?
like explain to me, because it's hard for me to describe it. It's almost like an egg, but not like
Not Willet. Willis, 1931 Willis Cinema Stars, Walt Disney Mickey Mouse. That is the card. We'll have that in a number of other vintage and modern Disney cards in there. So just to finish out my little plug of that eBay Live show, this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, the Hobby Nonsense channel. Come and check it out. eBay's going to put out a site-wide push, like a push notification for the show.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I hope you will be in the chat.
Hopefully Sunday
At
night.
least some of it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh.
What were you asking about
the haystack?
Oh yeah. What
It's almost
about
like
it?
an egg, like
Oh,
and then you put the card in the middle, but like, what are the green? It's like, it scans it?
No. I can see why you would think. It looks like it's more complicated than it is.
Yeah.
Really what it is just the device is made to hold your card at an angle and not allow additional light to put a glare on the card. So that's why you have like kind of like a shaded cover. But also within that cover are these like little LED lights that again are positioned so it doesn't shine on the card, but gives light to the card. So yeah, I think they probably were like, how do we build this thing where we can 3D print it and it can still provide everything without shining too much of a issue, like putting too much shine and or reflection on the card. And that's, I guess, the way they did it.
You take a picture, like there's a spot for you to take a picture, like with your phone.
Oh yeah, you put your camera. Yeah, I've done it with both the Android and the Apple. I've done it with both versions. I think I do like the Apple version better for now. I'm hoping like the Android gets maybe a little update where I can choose which camera and it just stays there, because right now it like wants to bounce between
like the
cameras.
0.5 and like
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, because it's always trying to find what's the best picture for it, and if I can just like stop it from doing that, then I would go back to doing my Android. But either way, it takes great pictures. I can't emphasize enough how much I enjoy Haystack as far as using it for.
Do we have a code
in my cards? No code. It's just go check it out. Haystack.tech is the website.
Go check it out, guys.
The show as well this weekend. So what are your thoughts for the Pokemon TCG non-sport show?
What do you mean? What are my thoughts?
Like, when do you want to go? Like, when do you want to show up, set up?
Oh, I mean, whenever. As soon as possible. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it going.
Well, I did confirm with Jeff, the promoter of the show. We've got our 2 tables. Well, I mean,
we have a prime spots.
I don't know where our spot is. I actually don't know where the location of it will be, but I do know that we will have table space and we will have Matt and I and you there. Matt's going to bring cards. You said you have like
I have 3 showcases ready to rock and roll.
I'm going to have wax there. And Matt,
I'm going to bring some wax as well. Some like some Topps Chrome. I have some Disney.
Oh, and you got those stickers too, right?
I do.
Dude, guys, Ray did this really cool thing with the stickers. I kind of love it, and I want to print a lot more of them, actually. But he went out and got the Hobby Nonsense, just the name Hobby Nonsense, printed in the font of multiple just popular IPs. Like you have, what else did you get?
Well, we did a cucumber lime Gatorade one.
That one was great.
So we did that. We did a Seinfeld, SpongeBob, Disney, of course. Toy Story.
Oh,
I think there's one more, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
But stickers. Shout out to the people over at stickerwise.com.
Oh, is that who did it?
Yeah, get your stickers done. And if you want to save a little bit of money, use the code FLIPPERS. Oh, and you'll get 10% off.
Is this like did you get a deal when you got this?
Yeah, there used to be one of our sponsors on our Nashville Flippers podcast.
We'll see if they want to come over and sponsor this.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Honestly, if they do this good of a job on stickers, and
they do it really fast.
Yeah, I mean, these are die cut stickers.
You can get them within the week.
What?
Yeah,
these are like legit die cut stickers, like full color, and it looks fantastic. I am actually very impressed.
And they also have
not a sponsor yet, but hopefully
they also have like holograph stickers and other things.
Dang. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, anyways, if you guys come by the table, if you're going to be in Nashville this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Come find us. We'll try and post up on Instagram and where we're at.
This will be a content creation machine. You guys better get ready.
There'll be plenty of content to come, but for the weekend, we will try and at least get up not only a few posts, but where we're going to be located. And not only do we have the stickers to give away, there's also going to be Matt. Funko is such a nice guy. Like, he not only sent me all the cards for this coming eBay Live show, the Disney one, but he sent me like a whole box of prizes that he wants to give away to people at the card show. So at the Nashville show, there's like mystery bags and stuff that he wants to do to give away to people. It's legit. I don't know, at least 30 packages or something. So there's gonna be a number of
That's
people that win
insane.
stuff. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like he's a
Should
super
we do like
generous guy.
like a raffle?
Oh well, he's got an idea.
He's
He
got a
actually
system?
has like tokens and stuff. Like he's got
Oh,
something,
okay, yeah,
a
that's-
baggie of things
yes.
to be able to figure out. I don't
Love
know
that.
exactly
I
how
love
it
that.
works
To give away.
That's my understanding. Yeah. I hope that's still the case.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's not
awesome.
like, oh yeah, that's something I'm planning on selling at the show. I'm not giving that away. But no, I think either way we will have giveaways.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna
we
be
want
fun.
you to come by.
What else
and
are you?
say hey?
What else are you bringing? You're bringing any?
Oh,
Singles
probably
or-
wax. I think I'm
Wax?
gonna just bring like I've got a number of blasters, and actually a few hobby boxes as well. I've got Labubu.
Do we need to bring like a little shelf?
Oh, maybe. I mean, if that's a thing that could feasibly happen, maybe. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out.
You know, like something
like
we can expand real quick.
Yeah,
just like that.
Stussy's making hats. Like
Yeah,
a
just
hat.
kind of like Inspector Gadget.
That was a Orange County reference, in case anybody.
Orange
got
County.
one. Orange County with Jack Black and Colin Hanks. What? You
No.
didn't, bro? This was like high school. This was like everybody saw this in high school. You didn't see Orange County?
I did not.
Ben Stiller's in it at the end. John Lithgow.
No.
So many. It's such a good movie.
No.
Hey, we are the same height. That is neat.
No.
Dude, go watch Orange County this weekend, please. It's so funny. It's funny for us. Like people, millennials, I feel like we are probably the target audience for that movie. It was just,
I mean,
very
it did
good.
come out during high school, so
Yeah, it was like early 20,000s. How do you say it? Early 2000s?
2000s.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
20,000s?
I was like going to say like, like 19, and it's 20. No, it doesn't work like that.
20th century.
Can I
But
just throw it in? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have a binder of great Pokemon cards, also some singles,
Oh, yes.
$5 and under, and a $5 to $10 Pokemon binder.
Oh, really? I think I do have some slabs of like, they're not, most of them aren't tins, but they're slabs of cards that are Marvel, Star Wars, some Disney probably in there
you should
too.
bring them.
And I've been thinking like, oh, well, I'll do like an eBay live show with them, but maybe I'll bring them there. I don't know.
Bring them.
I feel like you and Matt are probably going to have so much to put on the table already. Then like the wax that I've got, I may just stick with that. Just bring.
You should
that
just
stuff.
bring everything that you plan on selling. You just never know. There might be somebody that comes to the table and says, "I want everything at 90%."
I want it all. Well, I do have like a bunch of like cards from my own personal breaks and like stuff where people didn't want it. I have like put together a number of these like acrylic box of base, and some of them have refractors and stuff like that, but most of it's like just base cards of different non-sport sets.
Like in a little like 3-row or
No, it's like they're just individually boxed, like just clear, see-through, acrylic. I don't know.
Yeah, you should
I
bring
took all the
that.
boxes from Smuggler's Outpost and I've recycled them into, hey, this is what I'm going to do to keep all my base like clean, sorted, and neat and not getting messed up. So I could bring that.
Yeah.
Maybe. My wife would be very happy with me. I have so many boxes in the hallway. Well, you've seen like the box situation at the house. She would be very happy if I were
Well,
to
you know how you
deliver
fix
some of
that.
What's that? The
take
studio?
care of that basement.
Dude, trust me, the guy, my daughter's best friend, Knightley, who was at the show last time, it's his dad who's going to be doing this
He's gonna
project.
be doing the work.
He's been building his in-laws a house on their property
yeah.
because they've got like 80 acres or something. And so like his in-laws decided they were going to move in and they just finished the house. And that was what was like, okay, when that's done, he's going to come over to my place.
Gotcha.
So hopefully
We just hold his kid ransom. Say like, hey, if you want your kid back.
you haven't met him. That's a punishment to me as well.
Oh well.
JK Knightley, you're okay. You're a good kid. We joke that he's also my son when he comes over, and he would be pretty devastated if his dad said he was mean or bad. So I'm sorry, Knightley. Apologize. Jim Cummings autos.
Okay.
What's the deal?
Winnie the Pooh.
Here's the thing.
What do you mean? What's the deal? What's the deal with these wet things?
Disney Neon Jim Cummings autos.
Okay. I got some Disney Neon Megas that I was planning on selling at the show.
The autos themselves are sometimes they look great. They look fantastic. Other times they look very questionable. There are so many
Ooh.
variations of the Jim Cummings auto that looks
Really?
Now, here's my theory, because some of them look so good, you can clearly see
guy.
every letter. Jim Cummings.
Auto pen.
So I would say that, but most of them, even though they look very clear, they look a little different. Like there's not a similarity to all of the ones that look clean. So he does Tigger, he does Darkwing Duck. He signed for a number of characters. Pete from Goof Troop or Goofy Movie. He signed for these characters, and some of the autographs do look different. Like it doesn't look like the same person wrote Jim Cummings on there. So that's where I'm like, just be aware of this. I'm hoping there's not an issue. I personally, Jim Cummings is a little bit of a hero in the mind of, he did some of my favorite characters growing up, and he almost came on the pod. I think we can still probably get him.
I think not after this.
No, I'm not saying that. I would just like to know what the story is, because some of those autos clearly say Jim Cummings. Others say J Scribbles, and you can't read.
Well, maybe
the
the J Scribbles is when he has to do a lot of them.
So so that was one of my theories as well. It's like, what if this is just like, this is the ones where he's trying, and this is the ones where he's just like, I'm tired.
Do you have like several different
variations
of your signature?
BJ is the one who turned me on to this. BJ Kroger.
Did you just say BJ turns you on?
Turned me on to these.
Oh,
I think you heard that.
I misunderstood.
I think you heard that. He showed me this.
He is your favorite redhead, so I was just
whoa. I mean, maybe, but I don't want to just say that. You know, I've got a lot.
You've said
Sean
it
Ginger
before. King.
What about Sean in the chat? If he heard this, he would be devastated. Look at this card right here. So this is this is one of those Pete cards from Neon. You see what I'm talking about?
Let's see here.
We're looking at
this
just
picture.
2 examples.
We're looking at a picture from the non-sports card hobby nonsense Facebook page.
That's
of
the group.
Pete and Jim Cummings. Wow.
Right? I mean,
one of them's a sticker for sure. Both of them are stickers. Okay. I almost ventured to say that the neat one is probably the counterfeit, if it was a counterfeit.
But that's how the ones he has had autos as Pooh Bear in like last year's 2025 Topps Chrome Disney look just like that.
And you know what sucks about this? Though out of 25 is the messy one, and the clear one is the out of 50.
Yeah, it is a pain. It's something that if someone has a better answer, I'd like to know it. It's just something I figure we mentioned. The PokeFest.
So do you have a differentiate in your auto?
In my autograph?
Yeah, like if you.
Oh,
because when I do,
you have multiple. Yours is really good.
Like this one is an R, and like whenever I'm signing documents at work, and I need a signature, that's it.
This is my auto every single time, everywhere.
I don't know what that says.
Do you need to know? I mean, that's the card's job to tell me who's signing it. I guess, yeah, it would be nice if I could. It was a little more legible, but
maybe it's because you're.
I want to do one of these programs. Have you seen this? Like where you can buy like a calligraphy kit to like sign your name better and stuff. Like you can have different autos. You can train to do a better signature. I want to do that.
Why don't you just train now? You don't need a calligraphy set to do that.
Yeah, but I don't.
Do you ever take drafting in high school?
No, I didn't.
So in drafting, you actually have to write, like the letters are written a certain way. Like when you write an M, instead of doing this, you have to do like this and then put them together.
Oh,
like that. And that's how you have to do it.
I would fail that class because I would be like, nah, I don't got the time.
And like this, the N.
Come on.
Because it all has to be like the same throughout.
Yeah. For those who are listening and can't see, he's basically just writing letters harder. He's just making the letters
like the
harder.
new math.
Oh, dude, don't even. I mean, there must be a reason why they do new math, but for me, I already know how to do math, and I think I learned perfectly fine. I think my daughter, if she did the math the way I did it, she'd be fine. But my wife's like, no, this is how they do it now, and she's like doing the lessons with her, and she's like, no, this is how they're doing it, and I'm like, okay, but why? Like,
why?
I'm not gonna. That's an old person conversation. What else did you have?
Oh man, did you see that the Bubble Mew Black Label just sold yesterday?
Oh, Actually,
did you see how
did
much
see
it
this.
sold for?
Was it 50,000?
$236,000.
Shut up! I didn't see that. Never mind. What? $236,000 for a Bubble Mew Black Label?
Yep.
Wow. What's a 10 go for?
Great question.
What's
Let's
just
pull it up.
yeah? I want to know what. Just
Well, I think there's a pop of 2 or 4 Black Label. So that's one of the reasons, of course, it goes for that much.
Dude,
but
Black Labels are another world.
that's another world.
Talk about grading.
That's another world.
It's like if you think you can get a Black Label grade, that's why I don't think Beckett's going anywhere. People are like,
because of the Black Label.
PSA is gonna kill it and all this. No, they won't. Not when they've got people sending, especially TCG, are sending in by the truckload their cards that they think are ultra mint to try and get that Black Label. Because
you ever
of
met
that
a Black
premium.
Label collector?
No,
Bro,
really?
it's wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking? Do they
TCG.
stink?
No, they're just like, oh, you got PSA 10s. That's so cute. You know,
so cute. I love your
so cute.
I love your PSA 10. No,
Look at you.
you must have tried really hard.
PSA 10 Mew EX, $2,800.
$2,800
and steady climbing. In a raw value, it is currently $884.
$236,000.
Yep, 200. So I wanted to bring this up because we all know that the Bubble Mew came out of Paldean Fates, and that is the Scarlet and Violet block of the Pokemon hobby. I just wanted to give you guys some value here. I know we're going to call this Ray's Poke Corner. I'm going to give you guys several cards that I think that are still extremely undervalued that I think that you need to pick up right now. Because if you think that you missed the boat on the Bubble Mew, I'm going to tell you right now, pick up these cards now before they go up in price. Because I think that the Scarlet and Violet block of cards is fixing to skyrocket, especially after the 30th anniversary set that is quickly approaching.
Now, will you be starting out with your list of redheaded Pokemon trainers?
I will not be starting out. Maybe I can't remember what the list is.
I will say that post did not get the same traction I was hoping,
but it did better than some of them
pretty
did.
well. It did do pretty well.
So okay, we'll start with some promos, and I think the Greninja EX promo out of Scarlet and Violet is one of the best Greninja cards, especially now that the Chaos Rising set is releasing this weekend, and it's a Greninja based set.
Would you put Greninja, as far as popularity goes, top 100?
Top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10.
Including the original 151, all of them.
I think so. Greninja is a very popular
All right,
Pokemon.
let me go ahead and tell you how you're wrong. Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, right there. That's 3. Pikachu. I'm just saying, I'm going to bump you out of top 10 by telling you at least
Run
10.
it through chat. See, what are the top 10
most popular
Pokemon? According to whatever. I don't know what I think Greninja, I can't remember. I think Greninja was like maybe top 3 not too long ago.
Yeah, all right.
These are personal opinions.
You're saying you would didisagree with what I've said so far?
Greninja's sick. What are you talking about? He's a ninja. He's a frog ninja.
He's a frog ninja.
He's a frog ninja with his tongue wrapped around his neck to look like a scarf.
Yeah, like a psychopath. Who does that? You can't taste anything.
Ninja stars.
All you're tasting is like your neck sweat constantly. All right. You continue. I'll pull this up.
So the promo Greninja EX, amazing looking card. Also, the Kingdra EX promo is another amazing looking card. That one in a raw value is going for $86 currently. The promo for the 151 Ultra Premium Collection, the Mew out of that box, $86. Definitely bring that up. I still think it's undervalued. This one I think is still undervalued is the Charmander promo out of the Obsidian Flames ETB. Even if you get it without the Pokemon Center stamp, it's currently $72. I still think this is one of the best Charmander cards to ever exist, and I think it's over $100 card all day long. So, again, 151 Ultra Premium Collection promo. The Mewtwo kind of overseeing the city is currently a $50 card. I think it's still going to be over $100 card. The Drowsy out of Scarlet and Violet base, $65 card. I think it's undervalued. The Slowpoke out of Scarlet and Violet base, $47. I think it's undervalued. The Tyranitar out of Paldea Evolved, $83 currently raw value. It's one of the best Tyranitar cards to ever exist, in my opinion. I think it's undervalued. The Ninetales out of Obsidian Flames, currently at a $50 in a raw value. Insane. The best Ninetale card, I think, to ever exist. The Groudon out of Paradox Rift, 122 raw value. The Arbok, one of the original 151 cards out of Temporal Forces, $21, super cheap card. The Eevee out of Twilight Masquerade, $88 raw value, insane card. The Chansey out of Twilight Masquerade, $52 in raw value, which this one's interesting because right now all the rage is like, oh, this card also has a Pikachu in the background, or this card also has this in the background. Guys, this card has a Bellsprout, a Ditto, a Snorlax, and a Psyduck all in the same card, and it's a Chansey card. So,
you're making a lot of sense right now, and I'm even more focused on what you're saying now after I've seen the top 25 list that ChatGPT.
I'm almost done. Done.
You're not done.
I'm not done. Shrouded Fable Beware card, $37. The Houndoom out of Shrouded Fable, $44. The Stellar Crown Squirtle at $121. I still think it's one undervalued. Amazing looking card, amazing looking artwork. It's to go with. If you get the Charmander, you got to get the Squirtle. If you get the Squirtle, you got to get the Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur of a Stellar Crown, $122 in value. The Durant EX card out of Surging Sparks, $29 in raw value. The Whale Lord out of Journey Together, $14 in raw value. The Crobat out of Destined Rivals, $72 in raw value. And those are my picks of underrated cards that you should pick up out of the Scarlet and Violet era.
We may need to make that in to a part 1, part 2 type of reel or something like that. Cause that was a lot of cards. How many was that? Do you know?
I don't know. I just looked at them and I'm like, this is undervalued. This is undervalued. This is undervalued.
Is this like a personal list of yours?
This is a personal list of mine.
So when I put in, take this with a grain of salt because we've known ChatGPT to get some of these stats wrong, and I'm not sure exactly where they're getting their information, but it says there's no official ranking from the Pokemon
I think
company.
there was an official ranking at one point.
Well, it says based on global recognition, merchandise sales, anime prominence, trading card popularity, video game usage, and long-term fan popularity polls, these are generally considered the top 25 most popular Pokemon characters of all time. Number 1.
Don't go that way. Go the other way.
Do you want me to go? Oh, you want me to go down?
Go 10.
All right. You want me to start at 10?
Or start at 20.
I took 25. I did top 25.
Do 25. Start at 25.
Dude, we can't do all 20. All right. If you can do it fast. What's 25?
I don't know. Oh, I'm guessing?
You want to take a
No,
guess?
just tell me.
All right. Charmander.
Okay.
Ditto.
Okay. That's 24.
Lugia, 23.
Lugia, 23.
I know. I said that. Lugia. Garchomp?
Yeah.
Is that the alligator? Like the blue alligator guy?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Garchomp?
Yes. Yes.
Guy doesn't even know who Garchomp is. 21, Blastoise.
And you have
actually,
number 2.
here's Garchomp. It's not. Oh, he is kind of blue. Maybe. Look, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's not
not
the blue alligator.
Yeah, that's maybe he's like a blue bat dinosaur thing.
Thank you for showing the list on the screen.
Don't look at it. Look away. All right.
We're at Garchomp.
Blastoise is 21, which wow, didn't see that coming. Thought he would have been much higher.
Well,
what?
Are you a Blastoise boy?
No, I was Charizard all the way.
Okay.
I was red. I got the Pokemon color red on the Game Boy, and I was Charizard. My brother was Blastoise.
He's a Blastoise boy.
He's a Blastoise boy. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Do I need to talk
just
to him about
call
something?
Blastoise boys.
Arcanine, 20. Sylveon, 19. Lapras, 18. Gardevoir, 17. How do you get a plant in the top 20? No, I mean, whatever. Jigglypuff, 16. Dragonite, 15. Squirtle, 14. Umbreon, 13. Rayquaza, 12. Gyarados, 11. Here's your top 10 list. Bulbasaur, number 10. Mew, Number 9, Snorlax. 8, Greninja. 7.
What did I say?
Gengar. 6, Lucario. 5, Mewtwo. 4, Eevee. 3, Charizard. 2, and your one and only Pikachu.
That makes a lot of sense.
I guess. I mean, to some extent, but at the same time, like Charmander at 25
got hurt
a little bit. Charmander at 25 and Charizard at 2. Like that feels like a big gap, especially when you're looking at like Blastoise at 21, but then 14 is Squirtle. You only have like a 7 gap versus a 23 gap on Charizard and Charmander.
Squirtle's sick, bro. What are you talking about? Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon.
Oh, you do have Squirtle on your little pop socket. Huh. Okay.
Shout out to Squirrel Squad.
Squirrel Squad.
Squirtle Squad.
Do you think people should take this list to heart? Like, from what you just saw?
I think that's a great list. And I think that just by that list alone, you should look at Pokemon cards to see what kind of, like just the Gengar alone. Gengar cards are selling like crazy. You can see Pikachu cards are selling like crazy. That's the number 1 on the list. Charizard's number 2. Number 3 is Mewtwo.
Number 3 was
Mewtwo or Eevee, right? Eevee. Yeah, Mewtwo like all 4. Of it makes sense. It all makes sense. And Greninja. Greninja's sick.
The one that I think I would question the most is the Lucario at 5. I know he's popular.
Lucario's sick,
but I didn't think he was like more popular than like Gengar or Snorlax. I don't know. Thought those would have been up there.
Lucario's sick.
Snorlax.
Speaking of Arcanine that was on the list, did you see the new Arcanine Lego set that's releasing?
No.
Sick.
Really?
Yes.
So new Pokemon Legos.
New Pokemon Lego is the Arcanine. This one is good.
Don't hold out on don't go buy these sets at Pokemon or at Lego thinking you're going to make some money on it. I'll tell you this much. I made back exactly what I spent.
You already sold them?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, they were too big.
I don't know if you're.
It was too big. I sold it on like Facebook Marketplace. And I got back what I paid. Plus I think maybe $50 for the Lego, badges, which I know we're selling for like 150 or something. Because I wanted to sell all of it. I just wanted to get rid of it. I was tired of it. And at that point I didn't care. And the only way I could incentivize to take all of it was if I included that for like 50 or something. So technically you can say I kind of lost money on it.
I told you. Didn't I tell you?
You did. Here's the thing. Sometimes you say some wild stuff, Ray, and I'm like, why? Don't say that.
We don't,
crazy.
We don't live in the same world.
I know. And that's what I'm coming to appreciate more and more is that, yes, some things you say are wild because you're just not in that world. But some things that I think are wild are actual factual because you live in the world. I'm just appreciating that more.
But the Arcanine looks sick.
Right.
One of my favorite Pokemon is Growlithe. You know about Growlithe?
Oh, of course I do. Yeah, he was like a dog tiger.
Yeah.
And he was very cool. I love Growlithe.
So Arcanine is the evolution of Growlithe.
Oh, okay. Very cool. I like that Pokemon card where it's like Growlithe and he's like the trainers above him taking the picture or something.
2 parts.
Yeah, that's a really cool card.
Yeah.
These are all things that I want Topps Entertainment Division to take more away from what Pokemon does. Like I appreciate like the individual art, and I also appreciate like the cards that we have to have our cards that are collectible because they have autographs and they are serialized, and I get that because that is how this side of the market works. But if you want to bring in an already ravenous fan base of non-sport card collectors, because that's what I would classify Pokemon people as being card collectors that are collecting non-sport cards, right? They're not sport cards, and they are card collectors, right? They are huge into their community.
30 years in the making.
Find a way to draw more of them over. You went low-hanging fruit because we talked about this with Aaron before. Aaron, the director over at Topps for the entertainment division, it's like, well, what do you go after? Do you go after to bring in more people to the entertainment side? Do you go after the sport card collector because they're already collecting sports? Or do you go after the collector of other non-sport items like comic books or jackets, shoes, hats, whatever, and bring them in. Because it's like, don't just find some random guy on the street and try and go after them. You have to go after somebody who's in the Venn diagram of your collectible. And I think just strictly Pokemon card collector, if you can find a way to make cards fun and cool, and they don't even have to be serialized, they don't have to have autographs on there, and yet you have people submitting them by the millions to get graded, to set up whole card shows around Pokemon. I mean, they've done a lot right. And in my opinion, yes, I want to create something brand new. A lot of times I think that's great, but why create if I can copy something in a little bit different way? I don't want to just like rip off their IP directly, but I'm just, obviously you get sued, but
shout out to Pal World.
Shout out to us and our current logo.
Hey, we're getting it fixed.
But that said, it's like, man, find a way to get the Pokemon collector to appreciate what's going on in Disney IP and or Star Wars, Marvel, something like that. I think Disney's the closest in my mind. I think Disney's the closest IP to Pokemon for them to come over to. But if they've got other ideas, go for it. I think there's ways to do it. I just that's a whole meeting. That's a whole week-long meeting at the top.
We'll
headquarters.
be 2 days at the show. We can ask people.
Well, and that's the thing.
What do you like about Pokemon? What do you like to collect about Pokemon? And why don't you collect anything else?
I would love to not only ask that question to people, I want to ask them, do you collect? I want to find the collectors of both Pokemon and the, say, Disney cards and or Star Wars or DC or, because I mean, we talk about Topps, include Upper Deck in there too, because they can do more on their side, I feel like, to really galvanize their audience to want to come and collect more. I am very much a fan of what Pokemon does, even though I haven't kept up with it over the years after like the first couple sets. But since then, in talking to you and doing this podcast, I've fully appreciated just how not only cool of a product that they've created, but just the skill it has taken to build a fan base to this point. And granted, there's probably going to be a lot of things that people will say, like, well, you can't really do it because it was a TCG first and they played the game and that's what caused the, creation of the game.
And watch the cartoons.
But I mean,
like it's all there. It's like they invest. It's all investing.
And that's why I think, like, how about the fact that you have Lorcana now? So that's a Disney game. You have the movies and the TV shows that go back even further of Disney, from our childhood. So it's like, oh, well, you have a lot of those components already built into that IP. So that should be the one you focus on even more so. And that's where we're seeing the biggest overall growth. I reached out to Card Ladder today. I texted Chris McGill because I was just like, I'm going through the indexes and I'm seeing there's the Star Wars index, there's the Marvel index, there's the UFC, they've got the, every other thing, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! They don't have a Disney index on there. And I'm like, how do you guys not have Disney? Please do me a personal favor. Let's get a Disney index on there because that's the one that's popping off like crazy. Like Toy Story alone, that new release, it's not even Disney Chrome, but that's still going crazy.
You know what's funny? You say that it's popping off like crazy, but then you have the Card Ladders doesn't even they don't have the index. So with that being said, because you're living in that world and you see the popularity of it, but to the person from the outside, like if you asked 50 people on the street, Jesse on the street, have you ever bought any Pokemon cards? No. Have you ever bought any Disney cards? How many people are going to say yes?
I mean, if they said no to Pokemon, here's the thing. I don't think many people are going to say they bought Disney cards, especially if they haven't already bought Pokemon. Because if they've bought cards and they're in this world, they've probably bought Pokemon. I would say there's very few out there who have only ever collected
or just any
Disney.
Like, do you even know that there's Disney cards that exist?
I think that would be, here's the thing. These are questions that we can ask at the show and get some content around it and find out what is the collector out there. Because I mean, this show isn't just Pokemon, even though it's called PokeFest. It is geared towards all non-sports, but by and large, I'm going to say the majority are going to be Pokemon people. And therefore, I would love to find their personal opinions on what do you think about Disney cards? Have you heard of them? Do you collect them? What do you what would you want to see if you don't? Those kinds of things, and go from there. Because I mean, Marvel, Star Wars, they've got their own popularity.
But
They've
even
got their
then,
demand,
do people know that like there's Deadpool cards out there? Do they know that there's X-Men cards out there? Do they know there's Fantastic Four cards out there? I would say that the majority of the population do not know that these cards are out there.
Unless they just like stumble, point of view.
Or just if you ask a random stranger on the street.
Random stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And so to my point, and I wanted to make this point because, Card Ladder doesn't have an index of Disney cards, and I would say that Disney is popular, but not enough people know about it. So if you are listening to this or watching this, I think there is still an opportunity for you to purchase Disney cards and make money on them in the future.
1,000%. 1,000%. Not even a question. Because if we're talking about, last night we had cards, the pink parallels of some of these Disney princesses, again, out of $3.99, PSA 10s selling for hundreds of dollars. But I don't think any of them went over 500. It's out of $3.99. There's only 399 of them. How many Pokemon cards as a PSA 10s where there's thousands upon thousands of them out there, and they are already PSA 10s, go for thousands and thousands of dollars? I would say there's a lot more than there are Disney. That is for sure. But we're talking about an IP that is darn near as popular, maybe even more popular in some cases, in America at least, maybe could be argued that's the case. And yet we don't see the same kind of popularity in that piece of cardboard versus their piece of cardboard. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think there's a lot of room. And that's the argument that Matt, aka Funkle, and I talk about a lot before and after some of these shows. It's like, do we even want to sell some of these cards? Like,
exactly.
It's like, should you just hold these? I've honestly had to have the conversation with him where I'm just like, dude, I love doing this show. I love doing the eBay lives and doing all the non-sport cards that we list. But it's very clear to see at this point that even above Star Wars, even above Marvel cards, the Disney cards sell the best. They're the most popular that we offer. But it's also the ones that yesterday's comp doesn't matter anymore, because yesterday's comp was because they bought it at that price and for whatever reasons they had. Today, it's like, well, I don't have that card today and I can't find that card anywhere else. It's so limited print that people don't realize that in a few years, what is now a few $100s will be a few $1,000s.
I'm going to put a challenge out to you. I think you need to start educating people more about these Disney cards. Make little short videos. Just for example, the 151 or the 10, I'm getting my things mixed up. The 101
the
shimmer cards, the speckle cards, though they're bringing them back in this year's Chrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, do they honestly know, like, why is there only one, there's storytelling elements to it.
And that's what's
funny. People don't know about it, but it's like, oh yeah, 101 Dalmatians. Like, that's why it looks like that.
This is where it's like, I do think we could have a lot of fun, good content at the show where it's asking people like, hey, this card is out of 101. Do you have any idea why that is? I want to know how many people don't know 101 Dalmatians. Like, they couldn't immediately pinpoint Disney card 101. It's black and white. Oh, it must be 101 Dalmatians. I think there's probably quite a few, especially the younger collectors who may not make that connection. But yeah, I think that's cool. I think it's a good idea, and I want to support that.
Like, I think you need to start educating people more of these Disney cards. Like the history behind, like all of it. I think you can do it.
No longer just Buzz Boy, Disney Boy.
Disney Boy.
Disney.
I mean, and it's only going to bring everything you do. It's only going to raise awareness. All the ties.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new 2026 Disney Chrome?
Actually, thank you for saying that. I didn't write that down, but I did want to talk about it because as of the listening of this, you will have already missed it. I said something at the very end of the last week's SCN show just because I knew that episode would come out before the pre-sale goes live. There is going to be a pre-sale for Disney Chrome, Topps 2026 Disney Chrome. It will be on Tuesday, the 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I looked at those cards and they're not like blowing me away. It's not like, oh, wow, yes, that artwork is different and better than last year's artwork.
The artwork on the individual.
Yeah, like the parallel coloring and the artwork on the cards. But what I have come to find out is I don't care if it doesn't hit for me. I will say it's different. It does have like a different feel than last year's. It feels more like the Disney Neon, if anything. Like it feels like a very similar art style, maybe more cartoony. I
like the design of the base cards.
Well, and that's the thing.
Like the bubbles and like, I like the design of this base card more than I do the design last year.
So the bubbles on there, I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily get it. Cause like some of the bubbles are showing like refraction of parts of the card. Like I think like I'm looking at like one of the base cards of Woody and it's showing, you know, one of the bubbles has basically like a magnifying glass image of part of his gun belt. Okay. Like that's what it's expanded to view. On Mickey Mouse, it does something similar where it's like, oh, here's like a little bubble in the background where it's like, oh, here's part of Mickey's eyes or something like. I don't really understand it. Why they decided to incorporate bubble.
I don't think it's you to understand it. I think it's just design elements.
Exactly. And that's that. Unless there's like a deeper meaning, I think the design is not my personal favorite. However,
I really like it.
But that's what I've come to realize is just because it's not my personal favorite doesn't mean jack when there's people like yourself and the average collector out there who just love Disney IP. And there's going to be people who really do want this style. And if anything, I'll give them credit where it isn't an exact copy of last year's. It doesn't feel, or the year before that. They are at least doing something to make this stand out from another year's product. Because that's one thing I hate is like, if I pick up a card and I can't, especially if I know a lot about it, and I can't tell where did this come from? Like, is this just last year's or is this the year before? You know, so that I will give that a lot of credit. And the fact that we know, well, and I know some of the things that are going to be coming out with it, that the checklist hasn't come out. So I can't talk about some of the, you know, signers and card types, but we do already know, because we talked about it at the Topps conference, like the Japanese inspired art styles for some of the inserts, the sketches that are going to come from the Pixar and Disney teams that will be actually sketching out those cards. There's a number of cool inserts and ideas that will be going into this that have not been released yet. So all of that being said, I think it's going to be a great product. I think it's not going to be like 2023 or 2024, but I don't know how you get to those kinds of that kind of popularity to begin with. So all that being said, I'll just be excited to rip some for myself, rip some for others when I break it, and see which cards individually stand out. Because there will be ones that are more popular than others. And I look forward to educating myself and others as that does happen.
Yeah, I like it.
The road to the NBA Finals ends here, with star guards setting the tone. The Cavs eye another upset, while the Knicks carry the dreams of all of New York. The Eastern Conference Finals continue on ESPN and ABC.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
All right. I think I'm out.
You're out? I got one more thing that
you do?
I got one more thing that I think this is super interesting. This has to do with your favorite Pokemon set.
Dear God. 151. Oh, that's the other thing I'm bringing to the show. I do have those tins.
Yeah, bring the tins.
I got the 151 tins, and I've got like some Ascended Hero blaster boxes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'll bring just like some random Pokemon
stuff. That'd be great. So are you aware of the 151 Ultra Premium Collection box? Do you know what that is?
That's like the bigger ETB almost.
It's
looking
big.
thing.
It's got Mew on the front. It comes with a playmat and it comes with 3 promo cards.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that box is currently, the market price on that box is $1,200.
Oh my.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know why. Okay. Because it doesn't make sense. Because this is why I wanted to bring this up. Because if you take the two main promos out of there, the Mew and the Mewtwo, and you take the top 6 cards out of that set, you can take $1,200 and buy all those cards.
Raw, not graded.
Raw. But in the box, that's how much the box costs.
Because how many packs are in the box?
I don't know.
Okay. Obviously,
I don't know.
There's packs in the box. You have the promo cards and you got that. But you're saying you could go out and buy the top 6 cards and
the 2 main promo cards for $1,200.
Listen.
Either the box is too expensive or the cards are too cheap.
Or are they basing it off of the fact that there is such an ingrained thought of grading that they're just like, oh yeah, well, yeah, raw, it's that price. But if you got it graded as a 10, you're gonna triple or quadruple your money.
The box, you don't even have a guarantee that you're gonna get any of those cards.
Absolutely. But that's what breaking and box opening is these days. It's a gamble of I am hoping that I'm going to pull one of the biggest cards in there and it's going to be perfect condition so I can then grade it and finally make money on this. Unfortunately, that is a real thing.
I think, and I hate to say this, but I think that the cards at a 151 are still extremely undervalued. If this box is over $1,000 and you can buy the top 6 cards out of there.
Yeah. You think the raw cards?
I don't think the raw cards have caught up to that price point.
Well, I mean, that's also often been the case, right? Where wax is outpacing the actual individual raw values. And it's happened on the sports side for a long time. And now obviously we see it on the Pokemon side too. But yeah, I've often thought that with like, you watch these videos, these little reels or shorts of people opening packs of Pokemon that cost $300 and they're going through hoping they get like one of
the cards,
maybe 3 cards in there that could possibly even pay for that pack value. I don't fully get it, but it's also just something I've come to realize, oh, well, it's okay. I don't get it, but that is what it is, and go about your business from that viewpoint. So yeah, I don't fully understand it, but I do hope maybe it's one of the two. Either that comes down in value, which I'm sure you and many other in the Pokemon world would say, don't do that. Let's just bring up the value of the individual cards. What
do you think? You gonna buy anything crazy at the show?
I never know. I never know until I go.
You gonna buy
have money.
like old, like super vintage Pokemon packs?
No.
You gonna buy a heavy first edition base set pack?
Absolutely not. No, I won't do that. I think that's foolish in my mind. I don't mind opening boxes of cards, maybe even packs of cards at times, but for what we just talked about, literally where you're opening multiple hundreds of dollar pack, hoping to pull one card that may be worth a little bit over what you paid for the entire pack. You know, if it was like, hey, I could open this pack and get a card that's worth 50 or 100 times the value. It's like, oh, yeah,
first edition.
Give me a shot.
First edition base set pack.
I don't think so. I just spent $900 on John Cena and I got a $300 card. I'm already in the I'm in the red right now.
How's it feel to be on the other side of the table in that case?
Bro, you say that like I don't do this on almost all products. I buy into breaks. Like I've said, I'm a little bit of a degenerate when it comes to like, yes, I break for other people we break on Fanatics Live under Hobby Nonsense, brand new products all the time. It's great. It's fantastic. It's just funding my own personal breaking habit at this point. Like, granted, I like to think I'm putting some money away and paying bills and other things with it. But at the same time, it's like the only reason I spent not only the, $900 on John Cena spots, but then also the other, $400 on the other spots in that first couple cases was because I was probably going to try and get it somewhere else.
Oh my gosh.
Because I want to try and pull the patch that would be worth crazy amounts. Was it you or was it someone else was pointing out? Oh, Ben, I think my neighbor was saying how like the John Cena spot in all these breaks out there, because there's so many people have ripped royalty already and there's only so much of it. You could go out there and buy John Cena across so many breaks and still make money on that patch.
Like that's
if
crazy.
you hit that patch, like because he was like $300. I know in your break, and then I seen him in some others. Now he's like $450 in some breaks. But even
after that
still,
bounty came out, it's just like, whoa, the price like skyrocketed.
Yeah. So it is kind of crazy to think about that. I'm not one of those guys who's going to be like, oh, I'll spend 80,000 to maybe make 100.
That's crazy.
I mean, it'd be great to maybe make 20, but I don't want to in the same time lose 80 to do that. So
do you think it'll ever get pulled?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I don't know if I told you this or not, but the auto relic that is yours.
Oh yeah.
It is from the Netflix Raw debut.
Yes, I was in the room. I did hear you say that. And I do appreciate that they said specifically where the relic was from on those cards. I wish it was game used or
it is.
I mean, that's a debut. That's not a game used.
What do you like?
I mean, like I wish it was like in a match, like
it was in a match.
I thought you just said it was from the net.
That's what I'm saying. Like that show, the Raw show.
Oh, I thought I'm not even thinking the fact that it is all now aired on Netflix. I thought you were saying like, oh no, like when they decided to air like the red carpet opening of the event, they were like all dressed up and wearing these outfits.
The first Raw,
okay,
of the Netflix era.
That actually is kind of cool. Then, all right, I have a little bit better opinion now because when I first heard it, I thought because I was also thinking, John Cena doesn't really wear a lot of clothing sometimes, like in these things. He wouldn't have a lot of material to make patches from. So yeah, it makes sense. They would have to take this from a suit he wore at a red carpet opening.
It's the shirt.
Okay.
It's his shirt.
Okay.
It's the blue shirt that he wore on the Netflix debut.
Did you happen to see a stain on there?
No.
Can you put a stain on there and just tell me that's how it came? Because then I will be none the wiser, and then I'll sell it for bukus of money.
It's got a little bit of a sweat stain.
Got a little mustard. He had a little glizzy.
I think
pre-match glizzies, as anyone would in the wrestling ring, and then going out there and dominating. Yeah, of course he got a little stain on there. I can already see the dollars rolling in, baby. Guys, before we end our show, we're trying to actually continue the tradition if it happens.
It's a good way to end the show.
Reading a review from podcasts, the Apple Podcasts for Hobby Nonsense. There is a new one that has been left. This is the other thing I'm noticing. Last week when we read this, it was the 11th? It is now the 18th. But at the time when we read it, the most recent review was from April 26th. However, now there's a review on there from May 7th. So they must hold these back. They must not come up right away. So if you guys left one since, the last episode where we really talked
we'll be checking.
Yeah, we'll continue to check. This one does come from May 7th. And it's coming from Morgan John Fox, which I appreciated. They didn't put a username. They just put their real name. Director of The Hobby, the documentary.
Oh.
That was
that you were in.
I was featured.
That you were nominated for an Emmy.
With the documentary was nominated for an Emmy. Yes, that is a real thing. Morgan said, title, Best in the Biz, ! Genuinely love the natural conversation style of this podcast, which is extremely informative about the non-sport world of collecting while also remaining extremely fun and entertaining. Morgan John Fox, I just gave you a wink in the camera. Double wink.
Oh, you okay?
Thank you very much. Having a stroke.
Having a stroke?
Stroked out. Seriously, Morgan, that means a lot, and we sincerely appreciate that.
Is Morgan a woman or a man?
Morgan's a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Do women, are they, I was about to make a very blatantly sexist joke, and then I realized maybe I shouldn't, but now that I've said it, I should just go ahead and say what it was. I was going to say, are women allowed to direct?
Wow.
That's a joke. It's obviously a joke. It's I don't know when I'm allowed to make jokes that are pushing the envelope or not.
Send all your hate mail to.
You need one of those things that Al Borland on Home Improvement had. Did you ever watch Home Improvement?
I never watched Home Improvement.
Do you see the board game up there?
I didn't find Home Improvement funny. I don't think it's funny.
Dang it, dude.
I don't think Tim Allen's is funny.
Buzz Lightyear's not funny?
I think Buzz Lightyear's funny. I don't think Tim Allen is funny.
That board game from the Home Improvement TV show came from one of our early interns on SCN.
You had interns?
Yeah. We've had a few interns over the years.
What do they do?
They would help with like little reports and or like story detail. Like we would need some background on stuff. In fact, if anybody ever wants to be an intern for Hobby Nonsense, you'll get plenty of shout outs. We'll probably have you on an episode, and we would also appreciate your help. That being said, his cousin was Brad from Home Improvement, which since you're not a big Home Improvement fan, I'll go ahead and fill you in.
Who's Brad?
Brad was the one from also Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and also from the police reports of abusing physical abuse to his spouse. He's apparently not the nicest guy as an adult. So
why are we bringing this up?
Well, I'm just saying it's kind of crazy. Like that's his cousin. One of our interns was, and that board game was actually one that Brad gave him as a kid. Like he said, like when they were growing up, he would just come over for get-togethers and he would just
like beat on his mom.
He would bring merch from the show.
Oh,
and I actually have I have a Tool Time towel that's still in the original packaging. He's like, yeah, I just have this stuff. Do you want it? I'm like, because at the time it was all about sports cards and I was the only one who was into the non-sports stuff. So he's like, yeah, you can just have it. So there you go. How did I get onto that topic? It was something about women not directing.
What was your favorite sitcoms growing up as a kid?
Dude, I thought we were ending. We did the thing. You can't ask a brand new question. Simpsons. That was
non-animated sitcom.
I mean, Home Improvement was great. As a kid, I'm talking. So you're talking like probably before 2000s, right?
Your middle school ages.
I know there's like so many. I feel like we watched a ton of TV. TV raised me half the time.
Yeah, I mean, we are the generation that was raised on TV.
What are the sitcoms from the 90s?
When you got Boy Meets World.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's one of them.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, but not as big as probably Boy Meets World was even. I mean, I love Saved by the Bell, but TGIF, anything TGIF, anything Snick, all that.
That's
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay.
Yeah.
Family Matters.
Family Matters. I guess it wasn't a situation.
Step by Step.
That's TGIF. Yeah. Keep going. I can sing all the theme songs.
Sabrina.
You want me to sing Hey Dude?
Were you a Sabrina guy?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, of course. Clarissa first. I was Clarissa fan all day long. My next door neighbor looked just like Clarissa. Had a big crush on her.
What's her name?
Melissa Bolin was her name.
Ooh,
and
it was Melissa Joan
So
Hart.
Here's the thing. I know, right? Melissa Joan Hart, Melissa Bolin. Can I just say that this is something that I'm very
Do you still keep in touch with her?
Let me say something I'm extremely embarrassed about.
Does Sam know about this?
She does. So she was my next door neighbor. They were like the only kids that were our age. Well, Amanda Looper lived. You remember Amanda Looper?
I do know Amanda Looper.
Amanda Looper was in our grade. Her and her brother lived like catty corner, a few houses down from us. But her brother was like so.
You really need to quit telling people's last names
no,
on this podcast.
Amanda was great, but her brother was like just kind of weird. No, I can't remember his name.
Daniel?
So we didn't hang out with them as often, but we did some. The real ones we hung out with was Melissa and her brother Ron next door. And we just had fun. It wasn't until later I got older. I was like, oh, I think I have a little bit of a crush on this girl. But I mean, it was nothing.
Red Rover.
And so later in life, I moved out, got married, and I was like, oh, she's on Facebook. I realize now this is what they call sliding into someone's DMs. I wasn't trying to do this, but I was just like, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope everything's going well. Oh, I see you're married and stuff. And for whatever reason, this was not to try and get anything out of this. It was just simply to tell a funny story of like, oh yeah, I think I definitely had a crush on you or something.
What are you doing, bro?
Immediately stop talking to me. Because I honestly think I am very innocent in some ways.
She's married.
I wasn't trying to do it. I was married and I am very happy by far with the path my life has taken. Not trying to change that whatsoever. And I told my wife knows all about it. I wasn't trying to do anything. I just thought it was like a funny thing. Like, oh yeah, we were buddies, but I had
like say in person.
Well, now I realize that this was also like a decade ago, but still I'm like, I told her that, never responded to anything else I ever said. And I'm just like,
she blocked you?
I don't think she blocked me, but it was more one of these things where it's
to
like,
this day, she hasn't talked to you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we didn't talk for like a decade before that either. So that's not as big of a thing, but in the moment, I was like, oh yeah, we're catching up a little bit. And then after I said that, nothing. And in hindsight, what I wish I had said was nothing about the crush part.
Just be like, hey, would love for you and your husband to come over.
I don't even want that. No, I don't. I'm not looking for any of that. I just wanted to catch up, just say, hey, remember memories? Like we played outside all the time. We did tag, we played forts, we did all kinds of stuff. They were the only real neighbor kids that we really spent time with. And it's like, oh man, that kind of probably just ruined any, like if we ran into each other in public, if we ran into each other in public, I think it would be very awkward at this point. And I wasn't trying to do that. So
you know what's going to happen? You're going to run into her at Publix or something.
I know. I think she probably still lives around here. Oh man, let's see what other girls did we go to school with that I had like little crushes on that I can now make it really uncomfortable.
ChatGPT top 10 girl crushes. Jesse Gibson.
Top 10 worst things to say to someone you grew up with 10 years later. That should probably just be the end of the show. It's been a heavy on the nonsense, a little bit on the hobby. Hopefully the hobby was some way beneficial for you. We will be back next week. I think we should try and work. Oh, what am I saying? Try and work in a guest. Funkel's going to be in town.
Yeah.
Man, that guy is so smart, and he's a wealth of information.
We almost need to do 2 episodes, to be honest with you, since Funkel is in town.
Well, I mean, we can work in everything, I think. But I mean, yeah, if we need to, why not? We can just record 2 while we're in there. We'll be back next week. If you guys are in the Nashville area this Friday, Saturday, come down to PokeFest. It's at the Nashville Fairgrounds. If you cannot make it to that, come on over to the eBay live show Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, under Hobby Nonsense. You can check us out there and all those other places. And hopefully we can have some free stuff for you, or at least some good deals along the way.
You know that our friend Steve from Poke Beach is excited to meet you.
Oh yeah.
You left him on red.
I did? Did he ask me something?
He said, is Jesse going to be there? And I'm like, I'll be there.
Well, why didn't you tell him I was going to be there? You knew I was coming.
Are you going to be there? You're going to say hi to Steve?
We have to end this show. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.